Hello there YouTube, it is I, Uncle John back in flesh yet again, and I'd like to go ahead and welcome you all to the 4th episode edition of In the Making, where right now I am picking out a lettering, which in this case would be a W, and what I'm wanting to do is to trace around the W to make the logo W with some wings on both sides for the official GWX logo, which is a V-fed, if you will. Making this W here really wasn't all that tough. The only problem that I had was when I was getting around to the right side area of the W. That's when it became a little tricky for me. I had to remember exactly how long I needed the wing to be, and I needed to go ahead and figure out exactly how long the left wing was. So what I went on ahead was I went to count each square that the wing actually had. I can't remember what the exact number was, but I'm going to take a wild guess and say it was 32 blocks or squares. So I went on ahead and went with that guess estimate anyways. And as you can see here, just finishing up with the tracing of the W, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate the W, and I'm also going to go ahead and splash some red into the background foundation of it. And then after that, after saving it, look for a red coloring for the inside part of the W. I was going to go with this color, but it was just a little too bright and it seemed a little too pink, so I wanted to go with something that was a darker resemblance of a red, so I went on ahead and went with this red instead. And this red actually turns out to be what I was looking for, to sort of speak in the aspect of looking for a logo within the GWX logo that I was requested to make. So right now I'm just trying to figure out exactly where to put the size of it all, save it, and then take it to paint.net and then see if I can go ahead and take out what I don't need. What I didn't realize on this part was that it looked really cruddy, so I went on ahead, went back to the other one, made it green, and thought, well, I don't think green is a sufficient problem of this whole thing. So what I wanted to do was take the background and stretch it to at least, I think, 1920 by 1920. I could be wrong. It was anywhere between 1900 to 1920. That's all I can remember of. So right now I already have the logo set up, saved it, and now I just took out the green background too, which actually seemed a lot easier now. I'm just taking the remaining of the leftovers out of it, and I actually thought, could the background to the black ruin it? And apparently it did a little bit. So what I decided to go ahead and do was just take some off on of the top, if you will, in a metaphor sense, on the bottom part, and I wanted to make both the underlining part of the W to where it both matched. Next, I decided to go ahead and take it to the underneath wing of the W on the left side and just trim off what I don't need of that part. And I was actually afraid it wouldn't work, but it turns out it actually did. So I did it on both sides, on both the left and the right, which, come to find out, was actually what I really needed into it. And then later on I decided to go ahead and measure out to see the top part if it would actually match with what I was trying to trim off as well, which apparently it did. So I went on ahead and decided to go ahead and trim off the top as well, take care of the rest of the background area, and then save it. From this point on, I decided to go ahead and bring out the saved PNG of the Wing W, and I wanted to go ahead and put together the rest of the lettering together itself. So here I am looking for that G that I'm wanting to make perfectly for this logo, and as you can see here, I already have the G that I want, and I already have the X that I want. Honestly, I really wasn't quite sure that this would actually go pretty well, but little did I know, when you size up some letters and put them into the exact spot that you really want them to go into, it makes all the difference. It really does. So what I decided to do was to size them all up. If one was a little bigger than the other one, I would try to take the size that I wanted from one of them, exile the other one that I couldn't really guess the size on, and then just make it to the size I wanted to. So right now I'm trying to save up with what I got with 1512 by 1512, and right about now you should see the finishing touches of it. So this is what it came out to be, and I really hope that you all enjoyed this video. I have more to come along the way, and I really hope that you all enjoyed this one. So stay tuned for more videos like this to come, and hope to see you soon. Until then, have a good day, YouTube.